Remember the story where Batman calls Grayson an R-word, kidnaps and leaves him in a cave to starve so that he'd be forced to eat rats, and then goes on to kill criminals and make out with Black Canary on their graves? Well, that was created by the same guy who wrote two of the greatest Batman comics of all time, Frank Miller. And similarly, Jeph Loeb, the guy who wrote the worst Marvel comic ever, also wrote 2 out of the 5 top 5 best Batman comics out there, aka Long Halloween and Hush. Now, when I say the worst Marvel comic ever, I'm referring to the one where Tony and Natasha's tape got leaked, the one where Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were a little too into each other, Pyro Thor's girlfriend, and Ultron becomes a villain because he gets the hots for Scarlet Witch. But in Loeb's defense, he wrote that comic at the time when he lost his son, so, you know, his head wasn't in the right place, but he had to make money somehow. And of course, that comic, along with the one where he made Hulk a huge loser and the one where he made Wolverine responsible for creating Weapon X, damaged his reputation forever. But one cannot take away from the fact that this is the same man who's won many awards for the comics and TV shows he's written simply because of his unique way of writing. Even though his unique way of writing can often be interpreted as racist. Like the time when he supposedly explained to the Daredevil writers that the Blade trilogy is all about Wesley Snipes killing 200 Asians and that no one gave a about it back then. He was also accused of promoting negative stereotypes of East Asians and East Asian culture during his time working on Iron Fist, Daredevil, and the Defenders. But honestly, I don't know anything about that one. Anyways, a couple of months back, DC announced that him, along with the legendary artist Jim Lee, will return to make a sequel for the Hush comic, which obviously had the fans excited with the pre-sales orders going through the roof. But after reading 2 chapters of it, it's clear we're dealing with another Frank Miller situation here. Batman saves the Joker even though he contemplates killing him, something we've seen a gazillion times before. Red Hood gets pissed at Batman for not killing the Joker, we've seen that before too. And the story that gets set up in a way that's gonna have the Bat family turn against Batman, which is something that we've definitely not seen before. Also, while we're on this topic, am I the only one who's noticing that the Bat family is stupidly dysfunctional? Like, it's gonna be really easy for a villain to turn them against each other, especially if we're dealing with someone like Red Hood. Like, I'm just so done with Red Hood's shit. Like, it worked like 20 years ago in Under the Red Hood, but now it's just getting old. Like, kill the Joker yourself or shut the up about it. And you just know he's not gonna have the balls to kill the Joker in the next chapter. Like, it's just, you know that. It's either that or he's gonna get disarmed by Alfred again. But jokes aside, Loeb's stories work best when he's writing a murder mystery that features the protagonist's entire rogue gallery, culminating into a hugely underwhelming and stupid ending, which seems to be what he's doing here. But I hope I'm wrong and the next chapter surprises us all. Anyways, I'm curious to know what you guys think of this writer and his comics. Please let me know in the comments below, like and subscribe to all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.